Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Truth of the Matter podcast. Thank you for your contributions. We are here because you are there and we appreciate you. Today we have another interesting topic, passion for growth. A topic born out of personal experience. And we have an intelligent guest today to do justice to this topic. So just stay by with us, right, as we divulge this topic. Now, to give you a little hint, have you ever seen yourself in a situation where you have to give in your resources, give in your energy, give in your time, give in everything you have to achieve something? How did it go? Did you achieve it? Did you not achieve it? Was it a failed project or a successful project, right? These are some of the things we will discuss today to motivate you. And we urge you to share your personal experiences in the comment section. Let us keep telling ourselves the truth of the matter. My name is MrFab, and I have here with me my co-host.
Yeah, my name is Emmanuel Ogoke, a co-host.
My name is Noblyn Onyenma, a co-host.
Our guest today is a very intelligent young man. In fact, there is something significant about him I want to talk about. We were all together doing our ordinary national diploma in a polytechnic. One day he told himself, nah, I don't belong here. In fact, looking at myself and the potentials that I carry, this is not where I should be. And at that time, there is high level of disparity between H.D graduates and BSc graduates. He was almost in his third day in Polytechnic. He picked up his bag, left the school with his ND certificate, and went back to 00, went back to 100 level. Today, he achieved his BSc, achieved his MSc, and he just finished his Ph.D. So I'm about to introduce to you an academic doctor. Dr. Wisdom Adoba, thank you for being here, bro. You're welcome.
I'm very delighted to be here this evening. I'm not taking it for granted. But then before I analyze my personal experience in retrospect, I would like to highlight 4 stages of growth, moving from beginner's level to mastery level. Then I will share my personal story, which is going to be very short, and I'll now conclude by analyzing how I was able to measure my growth for effective productivity. The first level of growth there is unconscious incompetence. That's the level I was growing up. Some of you can understand and agree with me that we used to say that when you don't know that you don't know, you are an idiot. We used to make some of those comments then. That was the level I was then. And the second level of growth is unconscious competence. The third level is conscious competent, and the last level is unconscious competent. Now, I used to be an academic destitute, like in ground zero level. I don't even know where what is as of that moment. In fact, my brain bell had already gone berserk. But one thing stood significant for me. I met one particular good friend of mine that took me out of the village where I was to city. And you all can agree with me that environment has a way of affecting our mental equilibrium.
Yes.
So when I now left the village, I was now moving around with the guy and all that. Then I was in Polytechnic then, as he rightly said. But then the kind of thing I wanted, I was not seeing it there. But then I was just there, roaming around, perambulating, until I managed to finish my ND. And I left. I started from ground zero, as he said. But I was still very young then. I left naked when I was 18 years old. So I was much more very, very young at that level and all that. So I started my degree exam and I finished. But I finished with first class. Even when I finished with first class, I was still empty. I knew there was
That's your second degree
yes.
in IMSU now?
Yes. I made first class in the university.
Wow.
In fact, even at that, I didn't see it as anything because there was still a vacuum inside of me. I knew that this is not where I was supposed to be. Even when my friends and my family, they were busy celebrating me, I said, I'm empty. I knew what I wanted. So that thing continued. Of course, you guys can agree with me that the type of education we have in Nigeria is not enough to power the dreams in our hearts.
Yeah.
True of us? True. Yes. So it's not enough. So I knew there was something I'm not getting right. So I was now looking for a community or a type of friends I needed to live with and get what I wanted. I didn't even know that the kind of friends I needed was still in church. But yes, still in church. But then, in the book of John chapter 14, Philip was complaining to Jesus. He said, Master, how can we see our Father? Jesus responded by saying, if you have seen me, you have seen the Father. Yeah. So I was busy negating that kind of life I wanted to live in my friends. But until I met him, when I met him, he took me to one particular place, and I think that's an ad hoc assemblage of intellectuals, a whole lot of intellectuals there. And the kind of stuff they were talking about, I was totally lost.
Yeah.
That was when I knew that, guy, I don't know Jack.
This is the part you call the unconscious incompetence.
Yes, unconscious, when you don't know that you don't know. Remember, I was already a graduate, done with
But
NYSC.
you were still eager to move on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so what you're trying to tell us now is that at this level, okay, as it will apply to people, especially the Gen Zs on the street now, that emptiness is a factor for growth.
Yes.
Emptiness, when you realize that you are empty,
Yes.
okay, it makes for the desire, the drive towards growth.
Yes, that's the number 2 factor I mentioned initially. The first one is unconscious incompetence.
Okay.
The second one is now conscious incompetence. That's the stage of awareness.
Okay, let me say
You are now
something.
aware that you don't know
Let me-
this.
Let me say something. Unconscious incompetence, we can call it like he who knows not and knows not that he knows not,
Exactly.
which is a fool.
Yes.
Now, conscious incompetence is the one we can call he who knows not and knows that he knows not.
Yes.
That person can be corrected. That person can be taught. That person can learn. That's it.
Yes,
And the
that's
person might
yes.
still be eager to learn and upgrade.
Yes,
Wow.
I think that's the level I reached. That's conscious incompetence. I was aware already that I don't know this. All those things happened at that particular upper room at Graceland Estate. The kind of stuff those guys were talking about, I knew nothing about it. I can remember they were talking about the men who built America. I was hearing names like Cornelius Vanderbilt, J.P. Morgan, John D. Rockefeller, Andrew Carnegie,
Yeah.
Henry Ford, Thomas Edison. I knew nothing about Benjamin Franklin. I knew nothing about all these names. So some of them were expecting me to say something as a graduate with first class. Guy,
And you didn't
And
have
you are not
anything
able
to
to
contribute.
no, I was groping in darkness.
Wow.
The foundation of my confidence was shattered already. I couldn't even say anything until I called that my friend. I admitted immediately, guy, I don't know all these things. At that point, that was when healing started happening. He recommended 5 books. And these 5 books are savior. I'm going to recommend it publicly. The first book he mentioned then was Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill.
Yes, I've read
Yes.
it. I've read it.
The second one was The Secret of the Millionaire's Mind by
I've read
T.
it too.
Half Ecker. The third one is The Richest Man in Babylon by George Clason. The fourth one was Good to Great by Jim Collins. Then the fifth one, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. I went and I ordered those books from Lagos. Automatic. I said I had to lock up myself. That was during
I started searching for
yes,
knowledge.
2019. I locked up myself. Every day I was reading. It was not comfortable. I was reading. I made sure I read more than 4 chapters a day. But there is something that stood out for me when I saw it in one of Robin Sharma's book. He said, whatever you do in a row for 21 days, this is for basics for anybody. Whatever you do in a row
Can become a
for
habit.
for 21 days becomes a habit. And that role is not today you skip it. Don't skip it. It must be in a row, yes.
Yeah.
And up till now, it has become an autopilot in my life. By 2 a.m. to 4, I will be awake. It's now left for me to either invest in my productivity or while away with it on Facebook. So, but it has become an autopilot. It happened to me then, and then it helped me. After reading those 5 books, I thought I was done. Okay, now let me now start talking like them.
Yeah.
I didn't know that's just the beginning of the whole matter. He recommended another 5 books for me. Another 5. He mentioned another one, The Laws of Human Nature by Robert Greene. He mentioned The Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell. Tipping Point by Malcolm Gladwell too. And he mentioned How the Mighty Fall by Jim Collins. And then he now mentioned the last one, yes, Robin Sharma's book, The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. Yes, he mentioned 5 of those books. I started reading all those books. Do you know that as I was reading all those books, I was still calling him on phone, like, I am seeing new light. This is the kind of thing I wanted to do. I was seeing new light and all that. At the point, I had to attend mental orgasm. You know, you guys understand the meaning of sexual orgasm. That's sexual excitement.
The climax.
Yes, the climax of it. I attend mental orgasm while studying those books. Can you imagine that from 2019 to 2020, I was able to read 50 books?
Wow.
Yes.
In 1 year?
Yes, in 1 year. Now, but one thing happened to me. I'm talking about passion for growth.
Yeah.
And the root word for passion is patio, which means to suffer. So you cannot tell me that you are passionate about something if you are not willing to suffer.
You can't die for it.
So I really suffered. And then my own suffering is that one of those days I was studying a book with my torchlight. And then I was not hearing. And I used my dirty hand to wipe my eyes. Behold, I became blind. Very dangerous, blurry vision. I can't even see anything. And then when it happened, I started calling down my friend. I had to grope in darkness and opened up my door and called my next door neighbor to please bring out my friend's number and my mom's number for me to reach out to them. I was calling them because this guy was the person that advised me to, indulge myself in this kind of passion for growth. So I need to call him
But
to come and rescue me.
at some point, were you regretting what you were doing because of the blindness?
I know. At the point, I wasn't that regretting it because I felt like I'm going to also recover. So that regret wasn't instant.
Okay.
And all that. So when he came forward, my mom became confused. I went to virtually almost all the eye clinic in this Owerri. And you know the cost of going to an eye clinic. At the point I can remember the one I went to, Spring Eye Clinic in MCC. The guy there was telling me that I have glaucoma here, I have cataract. I was arguing with him. If I said I rebuke you effectively, we don't used to have that thing in our generation. So how come you're telling me I can trace the history of my eyes? This is what happened. I told you, but then I can see glaucoma and cataract. I said, you're not seeing properly. I was challenging him. So he became very furious and asked me to leave his office. So I left. So when your matter reach FMC, he go no say it don't be for you.
Yeah.
So when I was now recommended to FMC, I knew that I was really in big trouble. So I went there around 7 a.m. I waited till around 3 p.m. That was when I was able to see the chief consultant. Yeah. And the woman saw me, say, young man, what's the problem? I said, I cannot sleep. They ran several tests and they said they couldn't see anything. That's the challenge. They couldn't see anything. In fact, the woman was kind of trying to recommend one big lens that is bigger than this camera. I say, me, at my age, wearing lens that will even sag my face. I say, I refuse to wear that lens. Yeah. Even my friend was encouraging me to wear it so I can be able to even see a little. I refused to wear the particular lens she was recommending. Then she now had to recommend an eye drop. And she gave me a strict instruction that you must apply this eye drop every 2 hours for complete 1 month. You can imagine.
Every 2 hours.
Every 2 hours for complete.
So that will be disrupting your sleep in
the
night.
It means I'm not going to sleep in the next 1 month. I was totally depressed. I'm trying to respond to what you are saying. Yeah, at that moment, I was totally depressed. Yes. So I had to go back to my friend's house. This particular guy was the one that I was following his method, his mentorship. So I had to go to their family house. So at the point, every 1 a.m., I will wake him up. Every 3 a.m., I will wake him up.
Let him suffer with you.
Yes, let him suffer with me. So he was doing that thing. At the point, I started feeling guilty. Even at the point, when he goes out, his younger brother will come and help me and apply the eye drop. At the point, his dad was doing it for me. Wow. His mom. At the point, when I stayed in their house for like 2 weeks, I had to go back to my family house. When I went back to my family house, my mom wanted to give up on me. What is the meaning of all these ones? If I display the picture for you, you are going to shout in regret. A very terrible picture and all that. Wow. But sometimes, my mom will not leave her work and be applying the eye drop. So once it's that time, I will go out and be looking like a mad person, looking for who will help me and apply eye drop. Sometimes, when I approach people, they will run away, thinking I'm a mad person. Yeah. It was that bad. So, but then, we wanted to found an organization then before this thing happened called Bedrock Initiative. So I was part of the team members there. But even at that, I was still listening to their team meetings and all that, online meetings and all that. Even when they asked me to give up my role, I did not want to give up my role, even though I was incapacitated. Yeah. But I still stayed put. But then, the penultimate day to launch that program, we had a physical meeting. I was there too, and the day of the meeting, someone was holding me, I was still groping in darkness. So I came for the meeting. For the day one, we used to have that meeting every Saturday of the month. I came for the first Saturday. Everybody, we are rejoicing, but then I was not happy. I couldn't even see. This is something all of us found there, but I couldn't see. The second Saturday, I was still coming. That's consistency.
You were still passionate.
Yes, I was still passionate. Yes,
that is passion.
Yes, I was still consistent about it. But do you remember, now the third Saturday of the month, something significant happened. There's one pastor that entered that particular place. He just called me from nowhere. He said I should come. Yeah. And then when I stepped forward, the man just laid his hands on me. Behold, I received my sight.
Instantly.
Yes,
Wow.
instantly. It was mysterious and magical. So, and the thing taught me something. Imagine I was unable to
Attend
come
the
there.
meeting, right?
Yeah. Based on the fact that, I'm no longer seeing. I will not admit to my own fears. So I had to do it afraid by not giving up. I never receded. I had to stay put until I received my sight. Now that thing taught me a very serious lesson from that particular time. The lesson of consistency.
Yes.
Consistency is key. Whatever you are doing in life, you have to remain consistent. And when I received my sight, I had to go back to the drawing board. I did not stop studying. I said studying. As of now, I'm around 180 books. Yes. 180 books.
Power of
yes, I'm not talking about books I just scanned through. A book I can summarize.
Yeah.
I can summarize each of the books I've read. The power of consistency. So I'm trying to afterwards.
I
had
think
to
there's
go
another
back.
book called The Power of Focus.
Yeah, power of focus. Yes, and I think I've forgotten the person that wrote that one, but the power of positive thinking will also help some of us by Norman Vincent Peale. Power of positive. So after I had to go back to school.
I read it over and over again.
Yes, it's a very powerful. The power of prayer. There is a chapter there called the power of prayer, and I also went back to school for my masters and also my Ph.D. So the take home there is that I was able to measure my growth. That where I used to be is not
Where you are supposed to be.
yes. Where I used to be
There is
is
something
not
you said that stood out for me.
Yes.
From an academic destitute
Yes.
to a Ph.D. holder. Bro, that's a long journey. And it didn't just come easy. It didn't just come like start reading, or maybe you grew up in a city where everything was easier for you. It's a roller coaster, let's keep moving. You do this, you do that. It came from someone coming from nowhere, from the village. But you were determined, you were eager to keep moving, despite the challenges. Now someone like me, I get blind, okay, I don't read again. No.
Even that guy said
You
I don't
just see
need to
yourself,
read. I'll
yes.
just
You
pack
see
all my
yourself
problems
surrendering
and
to
come
your
to
I
it.
just surrender to my, but that brings it up again. That passion, when he introduced passion as your ability to give up your life, giving yourself, giving everything you could, sacrifice everything you could,
Take the pain
to achieve what you want. So I just want to talk to somebody. If you are in that situation where you think I'm giving in so much, you might not have given in enough to achieve the success, because success doesn't just come. And this episode is coming more like a motivation to me, even personally.
Yes.
Maybe I have to go back to school.
honestly, he has really challenged me enough,
For real.
a lot. And that is why when you come to the pyramid of success, it is only a select few that occupy the apex.
Yeah.
Majority of the people are at the base. Only a few are able, are prepared to offer the sacrifices it will take in order to be at that
Yeah, that's right.
place.
That's right.
So that is why those men you mentioned that built America, that is why they are few in number.
Yes.
And they
came together to sign the treaty.
Yeah, the foundation of America. And there's another take home from your story. You kept on saying your friend, and he was there for you every 2 hours. You wake him up, he will now apply the eye drop and what have you. So number one, your friend is your mentor.
Yeah.
As long as the new phase of life you're talking about is there. And that goes to, present a lesson to so many people out there. Find out the kind of friend you have.
Yeah.
Okay? Make sure that the friend you have is the one that is going to make positive impact in your life. If he is not ready to make positive impact in your life, I think you have to think twice about him.
I with what you're saying about the friend, I made a post recently. I don't know if you saw that post on Facebook. The day before yesterday, I said, all you need is one person who believes in you.
Period.
It could be your family member, it could be your sibling, it could be a parent, it could be your friend, it could be your spouse. All you need is just one person who believes in you. And if there are two, you're already blessed, because that motivation is going to come from that person. And sometimes when you are failing, you run back to them. They put that sand within you and say, keep moving, never give up, you can achieve it. And it's a whole lot, Yes. But then we've come a long way. we have seen the unconscious incompetence. We have seen the conscious competence. We have seen the unconscious competence. I think the last one, if I want to use my brain, should be conscious competence.
No, the first one is unconscious
Incompetence.
incompetence. The second one is conscious incompetence. The third one is conscious competence.
Okay, conscious competence. Okay.
That's the level I am now. I'm now moving to unconscious competence. That's the stage of mastery.
Oh, a point where you get to you are capable even without reading, without anything.
Malcolm Gladwell called it the 10,000 hour rules. That's the magic number for greatness. So all these people we are seeing that are doing stuffs, building AI, aeroplane and cars, they have reached, yes. That's the magic number. Once you do something for 10,000 hours, nothing is going to stop you. They call it the magic number for greatness, the 10,000 hour rules.
They are good.
They are good.
Whether they study, they don't study, they are good. If it's about skills, they already have it. If it's about the creativity is there, the intellect is there, everything is there. You are the apex.
Yes.
Bro.
In fact, while I was coming, I opened my phone and I read a brief story about Charles Dickens, the author of Oliver Twist.
Okay.
Now the story has it that the man will spend from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. writing, open his small window and be writing. Then after that, he will step down and take a walk. While walking, he will be meditating on what he wrote and be meditating and be getting new ideas of what to write them on. So great people, that is how they have patterned their lives. They have somehow isolated themselves, and the story had it that he will not allow any distraction within that time. So when you now combine these hours together, it now comes to the 10,000 you are talking about, agreeing to the theory.
Yes. So
That's
I can't
nice.
forget to mention my friend. You kept asking me, who is this friend? Who is this friend? Remember, Abraham Lincoln said something to his stepmom. He said, all that I am or hope to be, I owe it to my stepmom. So in the same light, all that I am, I also hope to be, I owe it to Hector. Yes, Hector is a
I
very
wanted to mention him when you talked about bedrock
initiative.
Yes.
Initiative.
I just wanted, because
Okay, you know about the
yes,
person.
I know him. We'll bring him here
Yes.
one day.
I can't wait to have, maybe after
I
this
told you.
episode,
I
think
told
we'll-
you.
Yeah.
we'll have to
He's
bring him
aware.
here.
He's aware I'm here.
Okay.
He's aware. So he
He's
was
a very
one of
good
those
friend
I
of
told
mine.
I'm going to bring here. So he's going to come here.
Well, if you are this fire
I've
for
even
fire,
told him as well.
if you are this fire for fire, then Hector
He
must
will
be
come.
the best of
Hector is a guru.
No, it's
Wow.
something.
You mean that Hector is the one that was giving you all this attention?
He was.
Come on. That means what Hector has been teaching is what he is practicing.
Yes.
Wow, that's nice.
And I love that, honestly.
Yes.
I was with him recently somewhere, Somebody was also making a presentation, as an unveiling a company. Somebody,
Yes.
in fact, a good friend of mine, Valence by name,
Yes.
unveiling an energy company he co-founded, and Hector was there. And he also delivered a speech briefly. So please, I want to digress a little. I want to digress a little into politics. There is something I'm observing as one of the factors that has been militating against leadership in Nigeria, from what you have said. In your stage one now, where he summarized as people who don't know, and they don't know that they don't know.
Yeah,
Now, I came to realize that people in this category are too many.
of course.
The majority of the people in the society are in this category. And that is why you see somebody supporting someone who is stealing from him.
Yeah,
Stealing from you, stealing from your future, and you are still supporting him. Because you don't know that you don't know that you are not at the right place.
and the right word is a fool.
And that is just the thing.
They don't know what they don't know.
Yes, it's a major problem we have in our society.
Yeah.
Such that if we can tackle that headlong and solve this problem, I think the leadership crisis we are having in Nigeria will become a thing of the past, or at least reduce to the barest minimum.
Yeah. But then I think it's becoming a thing of choice and selfishness, because the truth is, with the level of political awareness raised in 2023 by Peter Obi, anybody that claims to be politically ignorant today is just trying to play the cards of shallow mind. Because the truth is, that guy made everybody to be aware in politics and know some of the do's. But let's not digress.
one day we are going to discuss that honestly. As in the influence of P2B, the impact of P2B in Nigerian politics.
No, that's a lot. That's a book. Oh. That's a full. Bro, you that has got to read a lot of. Maybe you should be preparing to write something on Nigerian politics.
So I'm going to conclude by talking about the indices of growth. So how I was able to measure my growth.
Okay.
That yes, I've gone far. So number one is that I was able to compound relationships. Most people don't know how to build relationship. Had it been, I was a bad friend to Fabian.
Yeah.
When we were in Naked, he wouldn't have brought me here.
Of course.
Yes. Most of us don't understand that your network determines your net worth.
Exactly.
Your contact is your life jacket. So anybody you see around today is a working helper. So don't just on your own because this person is not your class. You now want to discard him. No. Don't do that. And I also believe that people should learn how to respect people from all walks of life. If you check my contact, if I am the only person that even in church somebody will die, they ask me to call. They are looking for an ambulance person's number on my phone. They will call me. Is that I'm that intentional about saving people's number. It's not like saving it for saving sake. I relate with them very well. Where I even stay, where I stay, there are some amajiris around that area.
Yeah.
These guys protect me more than they protect every other person in that compound. Because most times I just cross over and sit down with them and also eat with them. It's being strategic. So the highest show of culture is respecting people in their differences.
It makes
That's
it for
a
me.
great one. I love
Highest
that.
show of culture,
I love that
respecting
quote.
people in their
Their
differences.
Don't,
that.
for any reason, look down on anybody. Learn how to work and relate with people from all walks of life. From all walks of life. Even if the person is a smoker. In fact, I have been ambushed before by a cultist. The person that saved me was somebody I helped who was also a cultist. So imagine I now said, I don't relate with a cultist. Meaning that by now, one of my hands would have been off. Three of us.
Of course.
I know how to maintain and sustain those kind of relationships. I'm not a cultist, but I still relate with them. That relating with them doesn't make you one. So I want everybody to understand that that's a huge blessing to my life because that kind of thing really helped me. I was able to meet several people from all walks of life and I related with them. Most of them helped me financially and all whatnot. That's one. Then the second one is that my ego was able to go down because most times when you are learning, when you feel you know, that's the beginning of your problem. Most people don't understand that part. So when you just read something, you feel you now know it very well. You now start bragging. No, I was able to crush my ego. That's some of the reasons I was able to know that yes, I'm growing.
Yeah.
Okay, there's something I want to ask you. You know that focus, as he mentioned, focus. Okay, focus is a critical factor in passion for growth.
Yes.
Because if you lose focus, it is going to affect your passion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. So, how can this generation now, from your experience, the distractions that are here and there, making against the Gen Z generation today. So how can they acquire this focus now? How would they be able to, that is, how would you advise them, okay, to be able to overcome these distractions and be focused so that this passion that drove you will be driving them?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, the first one is they need to be very intentional.
Yeah.
Intentionality must be key. Now, according to John Maxwell, the first law of growth is awareness. And it's, according to me, say awareness precedes change. When you are aware about something, you are now willing to change your life or change whatever you want to change. You must be aware of that. And as time goes on, whenever you are doing something and then you experience risk or failure, don't let it not deter you. Don't give up when you experience such thing. Because I believe that success is failure in disguise. You cannot succeed without failing.
Without failing.
So most times when you fail forward. That's the statistics. When you fail, you do what? You fail forward. When you fail, don't dash back.
Yeah.
You have to fail forward. At the same time, success is failure turned inside out. I had already shared with you guys how I failed when I had the eye issue. So imagine I gave up.
Yes.
There will be no wisdom today. I might be using one scepter walking stick in the village because I gave up my dream. The same thing happened to Thomas Edison. You know how many times he failed? Some said he failed 999 times before he produced the incandescent light you are using today.
Yeah.
So I encourage them to be intentional about their growth, and then they should be consistent.
Yeah.
And most of them that are very shy, they should do it afraid. Nobody is going to kill you if you are wrong. It's better, in fact, somebody who does not read is not better than someone who can't read. So it's better for you to do and fail than not doing nothing.
Yeah.
Do and fail than doing nothing.
Yeah.
If you do and fail, you're better than someone that can't even do anything at all.
Of
So
course.
they should just take a step.
I would like to add to that. Okay, the thing is, most of the things that help distraction in our modern time are actually the things that could have helped you to focus. Let me give you an example. The same data you are going to use to watch porn is the same data you are going to use to Google something that will be useful to you.
Yes.
So the things we are even seeing like distraction, okay, social media for instance. Why will anybody who wants to grow choose to follow models and people that are dancing with pant and bra instead of following people that you know that share meaningful things every day that will motivate you? I was impressed when I went to see my friend recently in Aba. I started sharing some YouTube programs I follow, especially some political programs they do on YouTube, especially on Arise TV. And he was sharing it with me. He was discussing it with me based on the way I was impressed. I said, that is how it's supposed to be.
Yes.
If we had used our data to watch porn and watch people that are naked on social media, instead of using it wisely, at the same time, when we gather, the only thing we can discuss is those fun
Immorality.
and those emptiness and those immorality, and thereby dragging ourselves down. So anybody that is making excuses and say, oh, devices are distracting us, the same device you think that is distracting you is the same device you can use to do your assignment.
Yes.
It's people of this time should even be happy.
I'm
They
telling
should
you.
even celebrate.
In fact, in our time, you go to the library to read. You beg the librarian to lend books to you. But this time around, your cell phone is a complete library.
Everything you need.
And that brings me to another question. Please, what can we do to restore reading culture in our society? Because this generation is not really ready to read. They don't read. You said something. You see some of those pages on Facebook, where people are dancing naked. Go there, you see millions of people following them.
I swear.
Number one. And each time they danced, you see a lot of comments they will generate.
Sexy.
But come and do
Nice.
something meaningful now. Maybe tell them how you can make this microphone. Few people will follow you. Few people will respond to it. Few people will be engaged. So what is really happening? What is the world turning into? How do we revive this thing in Nigeria? Because if you go to some nations now like China, okay? If you go to some nations now like China, you see that people are busy developing stuffs, developing
productive.
a lot of things, being productive. But right here, you just be engaged with frivolities.
Yes.
So what do we do? Number one, to revive the reading culture.
Yeah.
In fact, which is the mother that will give birth to whatever thing you think you can
Yes,
create,
now.
whatever thing you think you can do? Are you getting the point? How do we restore reading culture in our society?
The first is creative disruption and intellectual awareness. For instance, at Bedrock Initiative, we have a big library, and it's very intentional. The one thing about the society is that, in fact, they used to say that if you want to hide anything from African man, put it inside
Put it
the
in
book.
writing.
So it's as if it has been a culture from time immemorial. So we need to disrupt it creatively. For instance, the kind of stuff we are doing there, we have been bringing a whole lot of government officials for some of them to come and adopt this our learning culture. We cannot do this thing alone on ourselves, but you guys already have a template, a footprint. Come and copy from it. We can even go there and establish it. We have good hands, structured good hand, I mean intellectual, with all kind of intellectual capacity around there, they can just come around and copy our own template to be able to do what? Establish it on their own and all that. We already have the templates written down for them to copy and then do what they're supposed to do.
Yeah. Okay, Doc. Let me go a bit personal now. Now, don't be offended though. Looking at your WhatsApp status every day and your Facebook profile every day, what did women do to you? I say any day that I see wisdom, I'll ask wisdom. In fact, if not that I needed to share your personal story on this passion for growth, what I wanted you to discuss is a relationship related topic, because you seem to be a relationship professor these days. I don't know if popular relationship therapists are learning from you. What do women do you, no verse?
I'm not going to say much about it because that's our point of digression, although. But then I just believe that women, ladies, how am I going to put it? Money impress lazy girls. That's my philosophy around it. Money impress lazy girls. When a lady works hard, a man who has money is just a bonus. But you see some lazy girls demanding for something that their parents can't even afford for them. That's bad at that.
But don't you think you are making an overstatement? Attacking us, the men. How can you call us bonus to women?
No, I mean, if a woman is able to fend for herself, and the man is now able to support, I'm talking about passionate women that are doing stuff for themselves.
Yeah.
If you are working as a woman, you are earning money for yourself, you are fending for yourself. If any man comes to your life, it's like a bonus.
You basically
But
don't
some
need the
people
man.
that
Just
are
like that
passionate
movie,
that still
that
works,
movie
don't
that
take
Aluga
it
and
like
Odogu.
that.
Yeah.
It's what happened in the movie. No matter what that Odogu was trying to use to influence the lady, she was not moved, right? She was not, because she was doing stuff for herself. So if a woman is able to accrue some element of value for herself, you can't be going out of looking for who will sponsor your bill and all that. Sometimes there is no free food.
Yes.
I tell my female friends, there is no free food. When a man takes you out, he's intentional. When I take a lady to the supermarket, take anything you want doesn't mean take anything you want. You have already failed my test. Take anything you want doesn't mean take anything you want to. Am I talking sense?
Yeah.
For some of them, before you marry, just explore this avenue. Take them on a date. Take them to the market.
Why
Take
not?
anything you want. Some of them will end up picking something that on
They
a
can't
normal
pay.
regularly they can't even pay for it. Even me, if my fellow guy takes me out,
I swear.
I'm going to pay for myself. We're going to argue who go pay. So even if I want to eat, I'm going to eat small. I'm not going to eat more than
What?
yes.
The person that invited
Yes.
you.
So most times women don't know that they indirectly make men to start living the life that is not their life,
Yeah.
trying to please them. I mean, for stupid men who trying to please them.
Yeah.
He's not my kind of person.
So
I believe that if
your fight is more of entitled shenanigans.
yes, entitled ones. It's not bad. See, I have a guy. This guy had to book a flight for a girl from Owerri to Abuja. You booked a flight from Owerri to Abuja for a girl, and the girl landed just because because of traffic, he came 30 minutes late. The girl Bawarayamba. Why will you come 30 minutes late on top flight money? Seeing me for the first time, spent all those amount of money, and do you know what happened?
Sorry, who spent for who?
The guy now.
The guy
And she
spent
missed
But
the flight.
it's normal.
No,
It's
get-
normal.
no, get to my point.
to bring the
Girl to Abuja.
To Abuja.
Yes.
And it is now the girl that is scolding him.
The guy, yes, because he came 30 minutes late to pick her up from the airport. And that ended the relationship because the guy couldn't hold it. He was trying to pontificate after spending on you. So the girl was not trying to give him back.
You see that sense of entitlement.
Yes.
Now, had it been that the girl now paid for her fare,
Simple.
Okay.
That's the argument here. So if the guy is the one that flew herself to Abuja and also pay for her taxi from that place to the guy's location, come on. The guy invariably will start expecting the
Ah, yeah, that's
We
true.
don't understand how these games work. oh.
Yeah, it's psychological.
Psychological. Once
You
you,
won't
do
know- you
stuff
won't
for
know when you
yourself,
begin to
we
do
will
that.
start expecting you by default. But when I'm the one that is spending on you, come on, you are living by my condition. I will condition you. So if you want to circumvent all those kind of stupid things, those stupid things men always do by trying to control ladies and then instructing them on something that they don't want to do. Try and do stuff for yourself. Let him come and meet you that you have something to offer, not just sex. You can get sex anywhere. Don't use sex as that's the only thing you can offer. Once you use it, men are willing to use money to destroy you. So I always advocate women should learn how to build value around themselves. For instance, as I'm seeing you here, I'm going to be doing myself a disservice to start thinking something stupid.
Of course.
Around you. This is normal nature. Am I talking sense?
Yeah.
Normal. But if I see this same girl outside the street, I want to stop and ask her out.
Yes.
I start saying something stupid. But after that, if I see you on the road, I know how I'm going to talk to you. True or false?
Yeah, the dignity. You know?
It's psychology. So I now tell them I'm the prize. I am the prize. So once I meet you as a lady, I will give you my number. Don't give me your number. I will give you my number. If you like, call me. If you don't like, leave it. I know I'm not wasting my time.
Yes.
Come on.
That's the philosophy.
And it's not pride.
No,
It's
it's not
because
pride. No.
you got nothing to give
I will
me.
give you my number. So if you feel I'm important to your life, which I know I am, call me. If you don't want.
But it has always been like that.
So-
I can still remember those days when rich men will stop by their vehicles,
Give you my-
bring out their card, and be like, "Hi, beautiful girl, give me a call. This is my card." You know, it has always been like that. And they are like birds that are looking for where to perch. They must find their way to call you because now you go spend.
Of
Now
course.
you
So if a lady gives you her number,
yeah.
and you start chatting her, she will start their normal. She will start thinking you are like others. Because it's a psychological problem, no worry. Every girl believes that all men are the same. And every guy believes all women are the same.
Yeah.
We are in a very big trouble here. So we find it difficult to separate the seed from the chaff. But then I always advise women very well that anytime you see a man of value, you will know. Because in the law of attraction, likes attract likes. When you see a man of value, you will know. Don't even bill a man of value. Don't bill him. Offer your value. But women are so...
And they will pay you.
Some of them are so nonchalant. They will meet their destiny helper. They will start misbehaving.
They collect money
And
for
they will
food.
still be doing NSPPT prayer every morning. God, lead me to my future. And you see your future husband, you are billing him.
I swear.
Is that
You are
bad?
billing him. Oh.
It's like I would have rather called you for a relationship topic.
Therapist.
Because
No, I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
What you go no?
Yes, now
I've
because
seen.
Okay, but if
He
you
has
look at
read
this
why,
man's
I'm telling
Facebook, this post
seen a lot.
or WhatsApp,
So I tell them.
Hey.
we are not friends on Facebook, baby.
So I tell them.
the way he
I-
fire ladies.
So I specifically tell them.
Okay, is that why you're asking
That's
him
why I deviated to this
what they
relationship
did
talk.
to him?
My brother.
It's terrible. And then when you are in your growth journey, hell, that's the beginning of your failure. When it comes to women, they will be seeing it as if
Yeah.
they are not patient enough to wait for that process. They are not. Women don't understand process.
And that's why we should give kudos to the wife of Oyedepo.
Yes, they
You
don't
know,
understand
because,
process. Every woman should learn how not to circumvent the place of process. Don't for any reason. If you meet a man without a process, a story, run away, run with your life. They don't care. They want the outcome. They want the result. They don't want to think about how the journey about this thing, how this man went through and succeeded. They don't want to know. But I want to challenge some good ladies. Whenever you meet any man, try and question the man. Let him tell you his journey. You have something to learn from him. Don't just be eager to be looking for the outcome, which is money, looking for what to, collect from the man. It's very wrong. So I always tell them that I don't chase,
I
I
attract.
attract. That statement means that you don't chase, you attract doesn't mean that a woman cannot be looking for you. You must be a man of value before.
There's a lot for women to take home on this particular episode. Even if it is this 1 minute of digression to relationship topic, please, you guys should learn number one, develop the passion for growth, right? If you don't have a skill or you are not determined for anything, you are not working towards anything, I think this is a wake-up call for our girls to try to build yourself around something that will build yourself around value. So when you come across a man, you are not just going to offer sex and offer twerking. You offer your value. Sometimes you offer your services and you get paid for your services, not being paid for getting laid, but you are getting paid for your services, right?
Yes,
This is a lot of wisdom, bro. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so
You've
much.
done
Thank you so
justice to
much.
this
Honestly,
topic,
honestly.
and your visit is worth it.